Woman has just been promoted to an important department in the company. She originally wanted to thank her former leader for taking care of her, but unexpectedly, the other party sarcastically mocked her. Then, when the new department leader came to find the woman, he approached and said that Gina was just a junior college graduate. The new leader clearly showed indifference. Later, while introducing Gina to the new department, he mentioned that the president had promoted her to the hotel's VIP lounge, implying that there must be a reason behind it. He advised Gina not to listen to idle gossip and to believe in herself. Meanwhile, Carrie was deeply immersed in the pain and contradictions of unrequited love. It turned out that yesterday, after being single for 30 years, he wanted to confess his feelings to Gina but accidentally discovered that she had a boyfriend. Unable to bear this blow, he threw the dessert out of the car on his way home, only to be caught in the act by a patrolling police officer. The police officer gradually understood Carrie's thoughts and guessed that the girl was very beautiful. Carrie deeply resonated with this and expressed his agreement. Unexpectedly, this opened up the police officer's own experiences, and he asked Carrie if he had heard a certain song. The police officer meant to tell him that when you meet someone you like, you should boldly confess and pursue them, rather than regretting it later, just like himself. Remembering this, Carrie took a deep breath. Unexpectedly, the leader of the VIP lounge suddenly walked in with Gina. At that moment, Gina's beauty captivated him, and he couldn't take his eyes off her until she approached him and he returned to his desk. Then, he put on a serious expression and asked the female leader to teach Gina well. However, as soon as Gina left, he immediately revealed his true self, without giving it much thought. The secretary started reporting the work because the president needed them to improve their performance. He had prepared a staff meeting for Carrie. At first, Carrie didn't want to go, but when he heard that Gina would also be there, he immediately changed his mind. Meanwhile, his sister, upon learning about the meeting, became worried that his actions would threaten her position. Unaware that her brother's mind was already occupied by love, he was quietly observing Gina from behind a newspaper, unable to meet her gaze directly, while nonchalantly answering the female manager's various questions. The female manager thought he was dissatisfied with his work and wanted him to guide her. It was only then that he remembered it was a staff meeting. When he heard that the VIP lounge needed to generate $200,000 in revenue for the employees to receive just over $100 each, he thought of Gina working there. So, he announced a decision to increase sales commissions. This would not only motivate the employees but also get Gina's attention. After the meeting ended, he couldn't wait to message Gina, asking her to talk after work. After waiting silently for 5 seconds and receiving no reply, he picked up his phone again and began to overthink. Restless and impatient, he wondered if his phone had lost signal. In an attempt to calm himself, he even did 1,000 push-ups, but no matter what exercise he did, he couldn't resist checking his phone every 5 seconds. Unable to wait any longer, he finally gathered the courage to call Gina. Little did he know, Gina had already returned home early and dismissed his call as a nuisance. On the other side, Carrie held onto his phone, waiting eagerly for a message from Gina.